Welcome back to today's Retirees with certified financial planner Wayne Maslick of Great Lakes Benefits and Wealth Management. On today's program, we're talking about Wayne's new on-demand seminar at WayneMaslickPresents.com. And on that seminar, folks, Wayne is telling you and talking to you about your retirement income shortfall. He also has a free gift there that you can download once you watch the seminar. But the whole point of what Wayne is trying to do is to teach folks how to better plan for their retirement years. Wayne, as you know, you've been doing this almost 20 years now, and you've seen folks do it very well. You've seen folks do it mediocre. You've seen folks, when they come in, you say, what in the world were you thinking? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've seen all of those.
All of them.
And folks need to really get their financial house in order.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the mistakes people have made, the wrong decisions, and the outcome of that. And I've seen the good decisions folks have made over the years and how that benefits them in retirement. Now, nobody's perfect. We know we all have issues that we need to manage and control. I mean, you have the miser that, saves every penny, doesn't get new cars and clips coupons and lives like a pauper, and then passes away and never gets to enjoy their money.
Sure.
Their kids have a great time spending it.
Right.
All them.
Right.
All that's the money saving over the years, and then their kids end up going through the money. The average inheritance, I know we've talked, is gone in about 18 months.
Wow.
The kids go through it. Then you have the person that saves very little and lives for the moment. New cars, big houses, puts the kids through college and forgoes their retirement, their own retirement, pays the kids college first. So then when they retire, they got nothing left.
Sure.
Okay, so you need to find a nice balance. That's the key for a nice retirement where you never have to worry about outliving your money.
Sure. Now, one of the things that I notice, and I think you touch on in this on-demand seminar, is the income stream and some of the guesstimates. Because when you sit down with folks, and I've talked with retirement counselors in the past, and they'll run a set of numbers and say, if you give me X number of dollars, and over the course of 20 years, compounded interest, you'll have, $14 million, whatever that number is. And they sometimes use unrealistic.
Sometimes. They always use unrealistic numbers, I've seen.
Okay.
But things have changed. I'll give you a couple examples. Retirement planners used to use a 4 or 5% withdrawal rate.
Okay.
We talked about that in the beginning of the show. One of the listeners had a question about that. We can't count on 4 or 5% anymore.
Okay.
From the banks, or for the stock market for that matter. You want to hear an interesting fact? In the year 1900, early 1900, when the Dow Jones first started, it was at 100 points.
100 points.
100 points. By the year 2000, 100 years later, it was at 13,000 points. Okay? And it averaged about 5.5% rate of return, not including dividends. Some of the stocks pay dividends. So 5.5%, that 100-year average.
Okay.
For us to match that again, 5.5% rough rate of return, the Dow by the end of the year, by 2100, so 100 years from the year 2000, would have to be at 1 million.
Oh, wow.
The Dow Jones, which is now at 16,000, would have to be at 1 million for us to average what we did the 100 years previously.
Wow.
Is that crazy? It may happen, who knows?
Right.
But we can't bank on these high stock market rate of returns, especially with the volatility the market has now and then.
Well, you take a much more conservative approach, and this is what you're asking people to take, to recognize as you go through this seminar with them.
Yeah, so we have to bring the bar down. The average rate of return that we use, we still earn a nice, respectable rate of return. Now, I'm not saying you can't do 4 or 5% average over time. You should be able to do that. That shouldn't be a big deal, and it's not if things are done right. But you can't take it to the bank. You know, this saying. You don't want to, I guess, bet your life on it. You know, that you're still be alive, and you don't want to run out of money.
Sure.
So we have to, you know, we have to look at worst case scenario, best case scenario, and find, you know, some type of middle ground that where everyone's comfortable.
Sure.
You know.
And that's really what's key, I think, is the comfort level of the client and the family that you are working with. Friends, if you go to todaysretirees.com, there's a link on there that will take you to WayneMaslickPresents.com. When you go there, there is an on-demand seminar. You can click on that link. You can watch it in your bedroom or your home in your PJs or however you want to do it. And as you go through that, at the end of that, there's a free gift that you can download. There is an opportunity there for you to contact Wayne for a needs analysis and a retirement analysis. Wayne does that so that you can better focus your family's retirement and tax planning so that it makes sense for your family. What makes sense for your neighbor may not make sense for what you're doing. Your goals, your aspirations are much different probably than what your neighbors are. And what Wayne is very good at is sitting down with you and figuring that out so it makes sense for your family. Go to that website, WayneMaslickPresents.com, and watch that on-demand seminar. At the end of it, again, there's a free gift, or you can call Wayne's office at 866-626-3990, and they can go through all this with you and show you how to download that and go through that seminar. We've got to take another break. We'll be back right after this.